The nominees for the 89th Annual Academy Awards were announced this Tuesday. Probably the only thing in the news other than the new president that people were talking about. And one of the things that people were talking about in particular, two nominees. There was some outrage out there about Casey Affleck and Mel Gibson being nominated. Mel Gibson was nominated for Best Director for Hacksaw Ridge. Famously, of course, went on an anti-Semitic rant in 2006 after being pulled over for a DUI. Was also in the news for some other untoward things back then. Casey Affleck was nominated for Best Actor in a leading role, Manchester by the Sea. Some are upset because he was accused of sexual harassment on a previous project. And I guess it begs this question. The Academy Awards, obviously, people talk about it so much, and it's a goal for any actor, anyone who's in the movie-making business to be nominated, and whether or not there should be this element of what goes on outside of work. Should that play a role in whether or not someone gets a nomination? And some people out there are saying, yeah, it should.
Well, you know, ultimately, it's an award given by the Academy. And it's up to the Academy to decide, are they just going to look at the work that's being done, or they want to look at the person as a whole, what they do morally, ethically, et cetera. And let's not lose sight of the fact that it's big business. It's the bottom line is box office tickets making money. So they're under pressure politically, economically. And, you know, a lot of these things, yes, they both settled with the people that accuse them of doing things, but we don't know 100% what happened, and ultimately it's up to the Academy.
And you know what, I think about it, if having a super ego and mistreating women and behaving as a racist can still allow you to be president of the United States, then you're saying we're going to hold Hollywood to a higher standard than the office of the president of the United States. That's a good point. And in general, Hollywood and the Academy, I think, are quite liberal, and they stand up for women's rights and what's politically correct, no racism, et cetera. Well, you know, they're bending over a little bit if they are endorsing these people.
Well, it's interesting because when people started talking about this, I was thinking of other awards out there, and Heisman Trophy came to mind, where people vote for the Heisman Trophy winner. Even if you're not a sports fan, I think everyone knows that that is given to the best collegiate football player, and how people who vote for that will acknowledge that character and off the field
and
things are involved in leadership, and
people
so
have lost their Heisman trophies on the basis of.
I think you should define the awards though by either it involves character on and off the field, or in and out of the on set.
Well, but my point, I think my point is, I was able to separate the two for one major reason, which is at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but this is Hollywood. And Hollywood, as I've learned, flying out here almost every week for 9 years, it's a big charade in many ways, period. And at the end of the day, we make movies, and when you make a movie and you watch a movie, you're lost in that picture. And it's half the time your favorite actor or actress, half the time in real life, they probably aren't good people. You don't, and the thing is, you meet people out here.
Except Mary Tyler Moore.
No, that's the thing is, sometimes you meet people and you are just so thankful that they are as great in person as they are on screen. But the fact is, in Hollywood, we adore these characters, we adore directors, and at the end of the day, we don't know what they're truly like with their family and friends. And then
if you suddenly get a sneak peek because of something like what's happened with Mel and Casey, do they then not get nominated? It's about their body of work. It's about their acting. Keep it at that.
And plus, yes, and you know, and people are, in public opinion, people are judged often, but a lot of times with allegations.
I have met Mel Gibson at a Halloween party, very cool, in New York in the Village years ago. He was cool, he was sober, congenial. So
there
based on my one experience,
Best Director
yes, he does. You keep it going, Mel.